Hi guys, it's Tiffany from Tiffin Stitches. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm in a whole new area today because of the lighting in my room. I just couldn't get it where I wanted it. So I'm actually out in my living room, and this is like the big comfy chair that I sit in with, like, there's an ottoman that y'all are sitting right in front of, and I sit in this chair with my feet propped up, and there's a lamp right here that I turn on that plugs in, and I stitch right here. So I thought I would film out here because why not? Thank you guys so much for coming back. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel in the last week and anyone who's commented. You guys are so sweet. I did want to tell you before I jump into everything I have to show you today, I did go ahead and start an Instagram for my stitching, and it is just Tiffin Stitches. So definitely go follow me there if you want to see kind of my day-to-day progress of things. I would really appreciate it, and I'm trying to kind of jump into this community, and I jumped onto Flosstube before I did anything else. So I'm not in any Facebook groups, and I wasn't on Instagram, but I've fixed that on the Instagram side of things. So I hope you guys will follow me there. And yeah, it has been a week. It has been a week. Work, my day job, has been absolutely crazy this week. Like, so crazy that I come home and my brain is just fried. And it's a good thing. Our customer that I work on is sending us a lot of business that wasn't originally ours, and my stomach is growling. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I'm hungry. But yeah, they're sending us a lot of business that wasn't originally ours, and we're having to actually hire somebody else to be on the team. So it's just been, there's 3 of us. One of my coworkers had a half day on Friday and is going to be out Monday and Tuesday. So I'm sure that next week is going to be just as crazy. But yeah, so I came home, and to wind down, I did stitch a good amount. But I will tell you that between yesterday and today, I probably have about 8-9 hours worth of stitching in on my heart project, because I refuse to come on here and not hit the goal on that project, which is a good thing. I mean, that's part of what Flosstube is about, right? Keeping us accountable and having us make progress on our projects. You know, I'm embarrassed to show you guys if I don't have any progress on it. So I stitched and stitched and stitched yesterday and today, and I am happy to say that I will get to show you that I did complete the goal of the 3rd page on my heart pattern. But before I jump into that, I see a lot of Flosstube, and I see a lot of people showing like past finishes, or, you know, things that they finished years ago. And you know, I can't do that because I stitched when I was 12 for a hot minute, and I don't have any projects from that. I don't even know what I worked on. But I've told you guys that my mom was an avid cross stitcher for a long time, and so she graciously allowed me to bring out one of her big projects, and it's actually not counted cross stitch. It is an old school printed pattern that she made for my dad, and she had it in a frame. She had it framed and matted. I'll show you guys. But she did take it out of the frame because she's using the frame for something else. And it is very large. So let me make sure you can see this. So this is one of the pieces that my mom has done. And it's super pretty. She said it took a long time. It has a lot of French knots. And she said she loved doing these vines because they're back stitched, and she really likes how they looked. So that is an old, I mean, she probably did this. She did it before I was born, and I was born in 87. So I would assume that it was stitched in the 80s, probably. They got married in 83. This is probably like mid 80s, probably like 86 or 85, something like that. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that because that's one of the pieces that like we've always had around the house. It used to be in a big frame, and it was a staple piece in the decor of the house. So anyway, she said I could show you. So wanted to show you that, and I wanted to do a couple of shout outs on here today. I found some new Flosstubers that I'm really liking and that I subscribe to, and then I had a couple of Flosstubers comment on some of my videos and reach out to me and just show me a lot of kindness and welcome me to the community. So the first one I wanted to shout out is Kinder Ramblings. She is super cute. She is a kindergarten teacher, I think in Florida, and I like her videos. I think she just made her 3rd video, and in her video she talked about how her husband is super handy, and she showed the ceiling that he redid, and like, I just want to know if like she can clone her husband and he can come to Texas and he can like do things around my house, because that was gorgeous. So she's super cute. If you guys haven't followed her already, definitely go subscribe to her channel. And then the other one is the Distracted Stitcher. She made a comment on my last video, which I haven't even had a chance to respond to, so I'm so sorry. But I did go check out some of her videos and subscribe to her channel as well. And I really like her videos, and she was talking about my son and how he was being crazy in my last video. So anyways, those are the 2 shout outs I have this week. Thank you guys so much for anyone that's reached out to me and told me that I was welcomed into the community. I really appreciate it. I'm happy to be here. I'm really enjoying it so far. This is my 3rd video. So if you like it, stick around for a while, subscribe, and you know, I'm gonna, like I said in the first video, I'm gonna keep making them as long as you guys keep watching them. So yeah, anyways, let's jump in. And I guess I'll talk about what I worked on this week, and then I have a little bit of haul and a little bit of plans for you guys. I actually did write notes down, which I should probably take out so that I don't forget to talk about something, because I will. It will happen. Okay. Okay. All right. So I don't have any finishes because I was working on my heart pattern, but I did start a new project, which I'm going to show you guys. And I kitted up 3 more projects, which I don't know when I'm going to start them. One of them will probably be this week. Maybe all of them this week, because I'm pretty excited to start all of them. So I will show you guys those. You haven't seen any of those patterns either, so that'll be new to you. So the first thing I actually worked on this week, I'm not going to show you my heart first. I'm going to show you the first thing I worked on, which was after I filmed on Sunday. I decided that I needed to give my, if I can get it out of the bag, needed to give my How to Be a Mean Mother a little bit of love. So you guys have all seen this pattern. So I think there's a couple more people working on this right now too. I've seen it in a couple videos. So I worked on that first, and it's here somewhere. Ooh. And I am stitching this, I've told you guys before, but it is on 28 count lamb's wool Witchelt. And I mean, it's all right. It's not the best, but it's all right. So that is how far I got. I finished up this line of words, and then I did the house and the tree, the little scene right there. I worked on that just on Sunday. I didn't pick it up after that. So I just got a little bit done on it, but making a little bit of progress, so that's good. And then after that, I spent my week mostly working on my heart project. So that is what I moved on to next. Trying to find a place to put everything I've already talked about. So this is my heart project. It is by Awesome Pattern Studios on Etsy, and I am making it for my sister for her birthday. So that is what it's gonna look like when it's done. I'm super excited, and I found a frame for it yesterday. Hobby Lobby was having 50% off frames. I found a frame that I hope is going to work. It's gonna be a tight fit on the width. It's only supposed to be 7.71 by 7.07 inches is what it's supposed to be. And I'm stitching it on the called for fabric 1/1 because it's on 14 count Aida. But I swear to you, this thing is 8 inches wide. So we'll see if it fits in this frame. But let me show you guys my progress. I'm gonna scoot up really fast. Ugh. So as I stated, I did finish my goal, and I literally just put the last stitches in this last quadrant, which I posted on Instagram. I'll have to insert it here. I posted on Instagram Friday night where I was at and said that I was planning on meeting my goal. So you'll be able to see, I'm gonna insert that right here. That's where I was on Friday. And this is where I'm at now. I freaking went ham on this just this weekend because I didn't get very much stitching done this week. So I'm loving it. I think my sister's gonna love it. I need to iron it. It's all wrinkled, but that is what it's looking like. And then I'll show you guys the frame that I got for that, which I hope is going to work. So this is the frame, and like just width wise, it's gonna be so close. Like you're not gonna be able to tell. me see if I can position it to where you'll be able to tell. Like, it's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna work. See this green right here? Like, this is going to another butterfly. Like, it's, and this is an 8x10 frame. So, I don't know. I swear that pattern's lying and that this is turning out bigger than it's supposed to. Maybe I did something wrong, who knows. And I'll talk a little bit more about that project when I talk about my plans for next week. So I worked on that, and then I had a new start, and I alluded to this on my Instagram. So if you go follow me there, then you'll get to see kind of sneak peeks of what I'm going to talk about. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way here. Okay, so I did go ahead and start in on my Beauty and the Beast by Soda Stitch, and I have decided that I am making this for a coworker's daughter because her favorite fairy tale princess is Belle, and I don't have a little girl, and I don't have anywhere to put a Beauty and the Beast sampler in my house, so I mean, I guess I could put it in my room, but I just feel like she'd get more joy out of it. She loves Belle, so I'm gonna make it for her. And I did decide to go ahead and stitch this on the 28 count Cashel sand with the opalescence that I purchased, that I showed you guys in my haul last week. There is like, oh, you can't see the sparkle. Oh, there, wait, maybe you can see it there. You see it? So the sparkle is gold and Belle's dress is gold. So I thought that this would look really pretty. So I did get a start on the first motif. Here I'm working on the candlesticks, and I'm gonna work on that when I'm done filming. This is gonna be my project to give me a break from the heart butterfly thing. I need a break. But I did start on it last night just to kind of give myself a break last night because I needed one. And this is how far I got, and I mean, I got a couple threads in there. But I will say this, and I don't know. So, okay, I told you guys, this, How to Be a Mean Mother, this is 28 count fabric, right? And it's pretty easy to work on. I mean, the holes aren't super close together or anything like that. And then my monthlies for Lizzie Kate, my monthly yearbook, is on 30 count. No problem with that. But I had to take out my hoop for this, which I don't even like using a hoop because you can't even tell. But these holes, there is no space in between them at all. And I don't know if it's because it's dyed or if it's because of the blending filament in there or what, but I had to stretch it because I was like, I'm gonna make so many mistakes on this if I don't stretch it to where I can see the holes. And I mean, I have good eyes. I have 20/20 vision. I haven't had any issues seeing the other projects. So I don't know if maybe this is not 28 count. I haven't measured it, but it doesn't seem the same as the other 28 count that I worked on before. So I don't know. But if this is 28 count, then I don't know how you crazy people out there stitch on 40 count because I was struggling, but it's all gonna work out. And I should have enough of this fabric because I bought a quarter. What do y'all call it? A fat quarter? Fat half? I don't know. Fat quarter of fabric. And I think it's only gonna take about half of the fabric. So I should be able to do another project on this piece of fabric as well. So I gotta get used to it because I wanna be able to stitch more on it. It's really pretty. I love the shine of it. So yeah, and then I told you guys I kitted up 3 projects. And so I'll show you guys, it kind of, I guess we're transitioning into haul because that's all I worked on this week. The little bit on Mean Mother, mostly my Hearts project, and then my Beauty and the Beast I started last night. So I'm gonna show you what I kitted up, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about plans for next week. So I went on a little bit of a rampage the other night, and I was like, I'm gonna find all the freebie patterns because I need to stop spending money. Oh, y'all can't see my head, my cute bun. I need to scoot back. I'm gonna find all the freebie patterns because I'm spending so much money and I just need to find some freebies and slow down. I just need to slow down, buying too many patterns. And I'm trying to buy a house this year, so it's like down to crunch time. Like I've gotta get money saved and put aside. So I told myself this weekend, kit up some projects, So you have plenty to work on. You don't have a reason to buy more, you have plenty to work on. So I'm gonna let you spend some money at the L&S, and then you're gonna be done for a little while. So that's what I did. I went on, I printed out some freebies. I did purchase a couple more patterns. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. And I did go to Picture This Plus, their website, and I ordered some fabric. So I should be good. I should be good for a while. So let me show you what I kitted up, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing I kitted up was a freebie. And I don't know, I'm sure you guys have seen this. They are probably old. I have no idea. I found them on Pinterest. The Brooks Books houses. And this is the spring house. I also printed out the summer house, the autumn house, and the winter house because I plan on doing all of them. But I only kitted up the first one, so it is spring. It is something that I'm gonna plan on starting this week. And so I printed that pattern out, and I went to my local L&S, and I got there's a lot of it, all the DMC for this project. So that is completely kitted up. And before you say anything, I know that I got the threads for my panda, but my fabric hasn't come in yet, so I can't start my panda yet. But when that fabric comes in, I'm gonna probably start that too. But I kitted up all these beautiful spring colors for this spring house by Brooks Books. And originally, the order that I made at Picture This Plus had all of the fabric that I was going to use for these houses. I got that fabric for all four. But I've decided I'm gonna use the piece that I was gonna use for the spring house on a different project because it is a hand-dyed, I think it's called Haven. Can't remember. It's a blue by Picture This Plus, and I'm going to use it for my Brooks Books Advent Animals, I think. It's a bigger piece of fabric. So when I was at the L&S, I looked to see what they had just kind of bagged up in light blue, and they had a 32 count ice blue Belfast for 11 bucks, and I thought this was the perfect size. So, I mean, I thought it was a good size. I could put the house right in the middle and be good. So I just decided to purchase that and then use the bigger piece, the 1/4 of a yard that I got, or the 1/8 of a yard. I think I got an 1/8. That's probably what that one is too, an 1/8 of a yard. Got an 1/8 of a yard of the Haven, and I'm gonna try to use that for my Brooks Books if I can. I don't know, but I went ahead and got this because I wanted to start on it and didn't want to wait on my order to come in, if we're being honest. So I kitted that up. I kitted up my Beauty and the Beast. I told you guys that. I didn't bring all the threads out here, I don't think. I thought I did, but I don't see them, so I assume I didn't bring them out here. But I did kit that up, obviously, because I started it, and that was about 20 some odd DMC colors, and have all of those, so working on that. And then the next thing that I kitted up, I bought, where are they? Here they are. I told you I bought a couple of patterns. I went online while I was searching for these freebies, and I found an Etsy shop that I just fell in love with a lot of her designs. And I actually was just watching Stitch All the Things. Hey girl. I was watching her channel, and she has done a pattern by this Etsy shop designer. The designer's based in Italy, and she has a very primitive style, but it's cool. Like, she does fairy tale kind of things. I know she has a Wizard of Oz pattern, and she has, oh gosh, what's the other one? She has some of those, but they're like primitive kind of style. But she has some different ones, a lot of Halloween ones. So if you guys are looking for Halloween, the shop is called The Little Stitcher. You probably already know about her. I'm really late to the game. But I found 4 patterns that I purchased from her. And super affordable, and she sends you the PDF, and so that was quick and easy. And 2 of them I kitted up because I am raring to start them. I gotta find the second pattern. They're stacked together. Here we go. So the first one that I got, which I already recommended these to Chelsea. I sent her an Instagram message because I knew that she would love them and she needed them for the baby's room or for her life. I don't know. But the first one is called the Queen of the Bees. How pretty is that? Oh, I can't wait. And I ordered ale linen from Picture This Plus, and I think this would be really pretty on the ale Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen it, but I've seen it in videos, and I just feel like that would be really pretty. So I did get this pattern kitted up, and it only calls for a few threads. It's got 2 DMCs, 945 and 3865, and then the rest of it's gentle art. And there's only 5. My LNS was missing one of the colors, so I'm gonna have to go on 1, 2, 3 stitch or something and try to find gassed toffee. Or if anyone has any that they don't think they're gonna use, let me know. Otherwise, because that's the only one I was missing, is just the toffee. And the cool thing about this is both patterns call for the same threads. So I only had to kit it up like once because I can use the same for the other pattern as well, because it's another bee pattern, and it is called the Sacred Bee. Oh, guys, look at all the bees at the bottom. I love it. And then the bee with the crown, it's perfect. I cannot wait. And then it gives you the pattern for the bee by itself with the border as well. And like this one you can either stitch the whole thing, or it gives you the pattern for just this section that you can do as well. So you get kind of 2 patterns in one, but it's just a section of the other pattern. So I did kit those up. I got the 2 DMCs that it calls for, and then this is my first time purchasing Gentle Arts, so I'm excited about that. And I got these ones. The only one I'm missing is toffee, so it has moss, heirloom gold, pecan pie, or pecan pie, depending on where you're from. One of my best friends from Tennessee, and he lives in the Carolinas, and he always tells me it's called pecan. And I'm like, no, it's pecan, I'm from Texas. And then harvest basket. So those are the 4 I was able to purchase, and then I just have to get the toffee, and then that's it. That's all it called for. Like I said, I ordered the ale linen, but if that doesn't work, I got a backup piece while I was at the LNS, because they had some 32 count vintage country mocha, which I hear you guys talk about a lot, and I thought I needed to have it in my stash because you guys always say that it's great. And they had it was kind of a weird cut, but I thought it would work. I could do a couple of different projects on here. So I did get this as well. So if the ale doesn't work, I can maybe try to do those on the vintage country mocha. But if not, I have 2 more patterns that I think would work perfect on this that I purchased from the same shop, which I will show you guys. So I think the bee ones are gonna go on the ale fabric though. I'm pretty positive that that'll look good. So the other patterns that I got that I have not kitted up yet, because it's a little early in the year for me to be worrying about kitting them up, but oh guys, wait till y'all see this. I feel like there's so many people out there that I watch that would love this pattern, that need it. So if you guys haven't already seen it, if you already have, and who knows, people probably have already stitched this, but this is called Little Witch School, and how freaking cute. How freaking cute is it? With the witches and the brooms and I just love it. And then it gives you a small pattern up at the top as well, and it actually does change the wording on this. It's a little bit different up here, the pattern. It doesn't just take it from there. So it's 2 patterns in this one, but how cute. So I think that will look really good on the vintage country mocha if I don't end up using it for the bees. So I've got that one. And then the other one that I got is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And it is a little village of houses, and it just says Santa Claus is coming to town. But I thought it was really cute. And I like the way that they have that done with like the fabric at the bottom and stuff. And that one would look good on the vintage country mocha as well. And this one, I was trying to see if it gives you the little patterns. It does, I think. So it gives you one of the patterns, but it looks like, I can't show you the pattern, but it gives you Santa on top with like 2 reindeer underneath, and you can split them up if you want to do it like that, or you could do them in a row and have it be another big piece. So that is the last thing I got from the Little Stitcher on Etsy, and I'll link her shop below. Great stuff, guys. Awesome Halloween stuff. And like, one thing I didn't show you guys is she's really into, if you read her like about me section, she's really into stories and fables and fairy tales, and that's where she gets her inspiration. And I thought it was so cool because I feel like I can show you this. The Queen Bee, the Queen of the Bees pattern came with the story of the Queen of the Bees. And I'm not gonna read it to you, but it's so interesting that she included that. It's by Jacob Wilhelm Grimm. So it's a Grimm fairy tale, I guess. And that's where she got the inspiration for her pattern. So she has really cool stuff. Definitely go check her out. So I will show you guys the other freebies that I printed out. I haven't kitted them up, not working on them just yet, but I might as well show you in case you're interested in getting some freebies. So I have the rest of the houses from Brooks Books. This is the summer house. I love that pink house, it's so cute. And then this is the autumn house. Super like Halloween vibes coming from the autumn one. Love it, like the little crow on the chimney and the pumpkins in the front. Love that. And then the winter one has like a red cardinal. Oh, so cute. And then the winter one. So like I said, I did get the fabric for all of these and I'm real excited about it. So we'll see how that goes. But I did get all of those patterns printed. And then I found this one on Sunflower Diaries. And she has a lot of free patterns, and I gave my mom, I printed out the Joyful World monthly freebies that she did, and I know Stitch and Mommy has done them, and I know Little Yellow House Crafts is doing them right now, and she's doing the conversion to all of the Victorian motto threads, which is beautiful. I want some of those threads, they're so gorgeous. So I printed those out. I don't have them with me because my mom has them. But she also, I don't want to show you the pattern, so I will it's a freebie. I guess it doesn't matter. She has this little cute little summer girl, and she's got like there's like a little bird holding a fish next to her, and I don't know. I thought that was cute, but she doesn't have any of the other seasons because I want to do it as a series if I'm gonna do it. So I went ahead and printed summer because I was like, maybe she's releasing them like separately as freebies. So I printed it just in case, but I probably won't do it if it's just gonna be by itself. But yeah, and then the last stack of freebies that I printed is the Brooks Books Advent Animals, because I think they're adorable, and I think my son would love them because he loves animals, and I already showed him and I had him pick his favorite, and he said his favorite was the lion, and then he changed it to the penguin. I personally like the hedgehog a lot and the camel, because have you guys, I know y'all seen these, but look at this little camel with her makeup on. She's adorable. So I'm having an inner debate about this project though, because I was gonna do it on the called for fabric, well, the called for color. I wasn't gonna get the Babbling Brook fabric. Although my LNS did have a very large piece of it, I was gonna do it on this Haven that I was getting from Picture This Plus. Sorry about that, guys. My best friend called me. I had to decline her call. I'll call her right back. I was gonna do it on this light blue fabric, this Haven fabric, I think is what it's called, from Picture This Plus. But then I was watching some back videos of Little Yellow House Crafts, I can't speak. And she did all of hers on a dark blue, navy blue kind of fabric. And now I'm like, maybe I wanna do that because those looked really good. They popped like a lot. And so I don't know. Tell me guys, let me know what y'all think I should do in the comments below because I don't know what to do. But she did them as individual things. And I think I'm gonna do it as one big piece. I think. So, I don't know. But I have them printed for whenever I am ready to start them. They're there. What else? Is that it? I don't know. think that's it. Y'all will probably see the bees started next week. You'll probably see the spring house started next week because I am itching to get at least a few stitches in those. If my Picture This Plus fabric comes in, you'll see the bees because I don't know if I'm going to put them on the ale or if I'm going to put them on the Vintage Country Mocha. So I'm going to wait till that comes in, but hopefully that'll be in this week. Plans for next week outside of probably starting those is obviously I am on the final leg of this project. Sorry, my light is kind of washing it out. I'm on the final leg of this. So the one thing I have not done in the prior 3 quadrants is the white. And it is going to be a beast because there's little bits of white that kind of go in here, not too much, but this entire heart is stitched in white. And I haven't done it because I didn't want it to get dirty. So all I have left to do is finish this last quadrant down here and then do all of the white. My sister's birthday is February 26th. Today it's February, what's today? The 11th, Sunday the 11th. So essentially I have 15 days to finish this and get it mailed out. It's probably not gonna be there on her birthday or by her birthday. It'll probably be shipped out by her birthday. And then she can open it. So my goal for this week is to finish up this last quadrant and start on the white. I don't think I'm gonna finish the white this week. Number one, because next weekend is a weekend with my son and that limits my stitching time. I'm probably gonna start on this quadrant a little bit tonight, but it's gonna be later because I don't wanna look at this thing right now. I'm over it right this second. I love the way it's looking. And what I've noticed is, this is the first project that I worked on when I started stitching again. And this is the first quadrant that I did. And if I look at the stitches, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see. If I look at the stitches on this side versus the stitches on this side, I can tell like how much I've already changed the way that I stitch. I don't know how to explain it. The back, I don't know if I should show you guys this, but I already told you in my first video. I'll just give you a little glance from back here. This is my back. This is the first side I ever did. I don't know if y'all can see all the strings everywhere. And then these are the next 2 things that I did. And you can see I've gotten much neater in my backs. A lot less traveling of my threads, that's for sure. But I'm excited to get this finished and get this out to her. I know she's gonna love it. I think she's really gonna like the frame that I found. So yeah, and then on the Beauty and the Beast, I'm gonna work on this tonight or when I get done filming. And I definitely am gonna finish the candles. And then I haven't decided, I think I'm gonna work down maybe a little bit here. And then, cause I don't wanna move my hoop right now. So I think I would like to, and I'm gonna do the back stitch as I go because this pattern is back stitch heavy. There is a ton of back stitch in here. And I think there's 5 different colors of back stitch. So I'm gonna have my work cut out for me considering I've never back stitched before besides my little antenna on my butterfly. So that should be fun. But I'm gonna back stitch as I go so that I can hopefully not be just stuck with back stitch at the end of the project. But below the candles is the rose. So the rose will go right here and I'm really excited to do the rose. And then up here is the mirror, the chandelier, and some more roses. So I would like to get those 2 motifs done this week. And I think that it's doable. It's really not too many stitches. It doesn't look like too many stitches. So yeah, if I can get those done this week, that would be awesome. And then all the back stitch that goes along with it. My coworker's daughter's birthday is March 16th. And I was like, well, how about like a really belated birthday present? Because I don't think there's any chance in heck I'm getting this done by March 16th. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I'll just go gangbusters on it and get it done. But if I can get the rose done and this motif done, then I mean, I've made a good amount of progress, I think, and I think I can get that done this week. So maybe it won't be as bad as I thought. Maybe it'll go quicker than I'm expecting it to. Who knows? And then on Mean Mothers, which I dropped the pattern. Hold on. Okay. On Mean Mothers, I would like to work a little bit on this as well if time permits. But I said I want to start all these other projects, so who knows? But I would like to get this section done and this section done. So these 2 lines, and then I will have the house and then all of this done. So the whole middle section will be pretty much done if I can get that knocked out. And I think it's doable. It just depends on how much time I have to stitch and how crazy work is this week, because last week I was at work till 8:30 at night on Friday. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta get it done. So, especially in the industry I work in. If you don't get it done, things don't move. People get very upset. So, I think that's it, guys. A little bit of a longer video this week. So, sorry about last week. It was so short. I felt like I had nothing to show you guys. But yeah, I hope that you guys like the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, because that's awesome. And yeah, that's it. Follow me on Instagram. Don't forget, because I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about my Instagram. Okay, love you guys. Bye.